As-salamu alaykum everyone. Welcome to my channel Learn with Zakia. As previously in lesson number 2, we study about setting learning intentions. So without wasting time, we will start our lesson number 3, which is about developing mindset. How can we develop our mindset? So there is a short video, so let's enjoy together and understand that what it is about. How can we develop mindset? What is mindset?
Mindsets are attitudes and beliefs that your brain uses as filters. Think of them as a mental lens that impacts how you see yourself and the world around you. You perceive something, a conversation or an event, and your mindset influences your thoughts and feelings and helps you interpret them and define your choices. More than impacting how you see, think, and feel about things, your mindsets ultimately drive your behavior. For example, let's say your colleague asks you to sketch a visual design for a brochure. If your first thought is, I'm just not good at that sort of thing, you may be operating from a fixed mindset, and the task at hand might make you feel anxious or even annoyed. It could lead you to procrastinating and avoiding the job. Can you think about a time you held a fixed mindset recently? What impact did this have on you? The next time you find yourself in a similar situation and mindset, you can choose a different approach. If you try out a growth mindset, such as, I enjoy new opportunities to grow my skills, you're more likely to be excited and curious about this new challenge. In any given moment, the mindset you operate from can either be a deliberate choice or one of the many default mindsets each of us carries. But where do these default mindsets come from? Typically, they are shaped by past experiences and the reactions you've had in similar situations. As a result, you carry helpful mindsets and some not so helpful ones. Perhaps a manager in the past consistently praised you for being an outside-the-box thinker, so you're wired to prefer a mindset of experimentation and risk-taking in similar environments. Or maybe you worked in an organization where you were frequently made to feel inadequate when you voiced suggestions during team meetings. In turn, this instilled a mindset that you must be an expert to speak up, fearing that otherwise you may look bad at your job. Take a moment to think which mindsets that you might be carrying that are not actually serving you well. Just because you're carrying all these default mindsets with you, it doesn't mean you always have to operate from them. In fact, you can actually choose the mindset that is most appropriate at the time, depending on what the situation is and what you want to accomplish. Research shows it's possible if you're aware of what your current mindset is and know which one might serve you better instead. How important is this? Extremely. Mindsets can empower you or hold you back. Study after study confirms that everything from school achievement and job performance to life satisfaction, stress management, and even your physical health is driven, at least in part, by your mindset. Now that you're aware of the abundance of mindsets around you, why not choose the ones that serve you best?
So that was all for this video. Hopefully that you got what it is said inside the video. आप लोगों ने सीख लिया हो क्योंकि बहुत ही आसानी से बहुत ही अच्छे और सिंपल सेंटेंस में बताया है, माइंडसेट को डिफाइन किया है. So which mindset help build adaptability and resilience? Mindset influence how we perceive and respond, how we can understand and respond to the world around us, including how we interact with others. There are a number of mindsets that improve our well-being, sense of fulfillment, and performance. These mindsets make our lives more vibrant. Pause and think about a moment when you operated from a mindset that was not particularly helpful. What were you thinking and feeling? How do you behave? What impact did it have on you? What was the impact on others? When in a situation come, how it impact on you and others, you have to see. Now review some examples of common limiting mindset and identify and you might have held in your example. On the flip side of each card, you will find an alternative, more adaptable mindset. Focus on the examples that are most prevalent for you. Flip each card to go from the common limiting mindset, the more adaptable mindset. Okay, the first one is fixed, expert, reactive, and victim. Fixed mindset like a challenge is a test that I pass or fail based on my inherent abilities. If I'm not already good at something, I will not do well. This is a example of fixed mindset, which we step give. Like expert, how they have mindset. I should already know the answer and be able to perform. They think that they should also already know that and perform that. While reactive, I need to identify the problem and what is causing it so I can apply tested, well practiced and solution to bring this situation under control. This is reactive mindset. Statement. Victim. There are many factors beyond my control that influence my ability to thrive, grow, and get things done. See? Now we have to see which one is a flip the card and we will come to know which one is what. This is growth mindset. See, I can learn anything I want, challenges and mistakes that are opportunities and learning and development. It means it's growth mindset. So expert, the, this is curious. I'm going to ask a lot of questions, explore and discover. I can learn a lot from trying something new. This is and they are because they are curious. While this one is creative mindset. I need to lead with purpose. I will empower myself and others to explore new possibilities and experiment our way to innovative solutions. Fine. And this one is agent. With reason, I believe in my ability to learn new things, overcome challenges, and accomplish just about anything I put my mind to. So, scarcity, certainty, and protection. A challenge typically involves limited resources, hard work choices, and trade-offs must be made. So this is abundance. A challenge is typically a potential win-win situation looking to be discovered. So it is kind of win-win. Certainty, like we say, I would rather things go according to plan than take a detour that may end up better. So, exploration. I do not know what the future holds, so the best way to succeed is to plan and ahead by be flexible and curious as I go. Third one is about protection. I need to prevent something bad from happening. If we flip the car, so there is opportunity. I could make something great of that happen. So we can say instead of things like that, we can take it as an opportunity. But at first it was protection. Okay, let's move forward. Consider your own mindsets. It is true that mindsets associated with adaptability and resilience that bring about many benefits. But we do not label mindset as simply good or bad. Instead, we aim to adopt the mindset best suited to each situation. For example, circumstances might require us to be expert to react best mostly on our knowledge and experience. The key to adaptability is being aware of our mindset so we can become more choices. Let's build this awareness together. Self-assessment. In the past week, how frequently have you held adaptability and resilient mindset? Okay. You can review and download all the mindset here. None of the time, some of the time, most of the time, all of the time. Some of the time. Okay. Reflect on mindset. That chart shows how frequently your peers said that they held adaptability mindset in the past week. Are you surprised by their response? Can you think of some moments when colleagues demonstrate helpful mindset? How might you collectively improve your mindset even further? So some of them said this, many people say some of the time, most of the time, so all of the time. They are your peers' responses, right? So reflection, let's go back to the reflecting your own mindset. Which do you want to focus on the coming weeks? What might be the impact on both yourself and others? So I write my own feedback. This is my response, but you can share your own with me in the lesson number 3 with comment box if you want, if you'd like to. Applying adaptability mindset. Okay, we are part of a team working to build a marketing strategy using a new software solution. It is challenging project, perfect opportunity for each of them to apply adaptability. Okay, team member and mindset. This project is going to be intense. I will not. I ne- I will need to make sure we are all aligned on the problem and then share what I know based on past experience. This is team member. And mindset, this will be a challenging given the history between our teams, but I will be there. We'll be all together to come out of ahead. So we have to flip. This is reactive, while this one mindset is abundance. I don't want to lack of the experience with the software. This is our examples, which they are okay. So you need to flip out. and it will take time. So, how can we shift our mindset? More than just recognizing we or our others are holding limiting mindset, we have the opportunity to intentionally shift those mindset, those video introduction, awareness, pause, reframe, or a peer technique we can use both in the mindset after doing the reflections. So
When you find yourself in a less resilient
let's listen this video together.
intelligence, statistically primed on intelligence. When you find yourself in a less resilient quotes, morning mantras, and other self-priming techniques can be so effective.
Play from the first.
Shows that mindsets are malleable. Not only can you change your mindsets over time, you can even shift them in the short term. One way to have your mindset shifted is priming. For example, there are experiments in which students about to take an exam were shown either intelligence words or neutral random words. You can guess that the students primed on intelligence statistically achieved better results on their exam. This is why inspiring quotes, morning mantras, and other self-priming techniques can be so effective. But there are times you need something more powerful and pointed to shift your mindset. This is where the APR technique can help. The basic idea is that you bring awareness to your current mindset and realize how it affects your behavior. Pause to create a wedge in which you can choose to do something differently, take on a different lens, so to speak. And use specific reflection questions to reframe your mindset into one that serves you better. This in turn will help you respond through your behavior, emotions, and thoughts in a way you desire. This technique is very helpful in the moment. It's also helpful for the long term. The continual practice of APR can help change any entrenched mindsets that have become the default from years of repetition and reinforcement. Now let's practice.
Let's practice together. Practicing APR, where A stands for awareness, P stands for pause, R stands for reflect. So the beauty of APR is that it can be utilized at any time to shift your mindset in subtle or bold ways. Let's take 2 minutes to practice it right now. Like first one is about awareness. Think of something you have been finding challenging. What does it make you think and feel? What are your mindsets? This is a kind of awareness, right? We find out the challenges. So we think that what kind of things are make me think or feel me. So I make mindset. Pause. Take a pause in this very every moment to take yourself. Maybe take a few deep breaths or plant your feet on the floor. You can take pause. From the name it is clear. Reframe what opportunities would be there if you were to shift your mindset. We will see about the opportunities would be there. Continue to think about ways you can flexibly incorporate APR in your daily practice. In particular, think about how you can practice integrating questions that will help you to reframe specific mindset. Click each tab below to see specific questions for reframing for less resonant offenses. From the fixed or growth. From expert to curious. Question to reframe from fixed to growth. How can this challenge be an opportunity? What could be a possible if I learn and develop from experience? So, question from reframe to curious. This one is about creative. The other questions, creative. This is from take it to your team, role model, train them, help them as APR, reinforce mindsets. Let's move ahead. So take a moment to imagine how your personal work life would be better if you currently created the world around you instead of just reacting to it. Being aware of our mindsets and working to shift them over time help us to see how world in new ways and to start making more resilient choices. After taking this module, you are able to identify mindset that will help you more adapting resilience. So this is a one video, article, audio. So let's play. Power of believing that you can improve. This is really motivational video. You can see yourself in YouTube as well, or if you want to watch it here, you can both can listen from here as well. It's the power of believing that you can improve. Now let us really too slow. So let's end our video here. You can watch it later as well, okay, in YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. Inshallah, see you in next video.